Viewers, as you can see, here is my CloudPanel dashboard, and at the top, my domain is visible. This means I've already mapped it to the domain. So I'm hosting this on my localhost. I've hosted CloudPanel on localhost inside my Proxmox server. Today, I'm going to show you how you can install a CloudPanel like this inside Proxmox. Previously, I showed you a panel. Take a look at this. Its IP is on my local IP. And for the first time, I'm trying to include a face cam for you all. I usually create videos by screen recording, but today I'm trying out the face cam setup. Okay, be sure to let me know in the comments how you like the video. Alright, as you can see here, I've already completed the installation process inside my Proxmox. The installation inside my Proxmox is finished. So now, what we need to do is, I'll show you how I installed this. Let me show you again. It's running on a local IP here, and I've transferred it to a domain using Cloudflare. Since one of my devices is connected to Cloudflare, all my local services can easily be mapped through Cloudflare. So, let's get started. Today, we'll demonstrate this setup in a way you might not have thought of before, making it extremely easy to install even for a complete beginner who has no prior experience. I'll guide you step by step from scratch using a very simple method. Okay, so let's start. First, what we'll do is create a new container here. Let me close this. On this side, I had asked Gemini open. Let's close that too. Now let's create a container. I'll name this container CP2, short for Control Panel 2 or Cloud Panel 2. Here I'm setting a password like 112233, 112233. Okay, done. Now I'll click Next. From the hard disk, all the templates were stored inside my hard disk. If you don't have them, what you should do is simply go to Templates, go to HDD, then navigate to CT Templates and download it from the Templates menu. Just searching for Ubuntu 22 inches should bring it up. Right here, typing 22 inches shows the Ubuntu template. Simply click Download and you'll have it. Since I already have it downloaded, let me head back to the Create Container panel. Here, I'll enter CP2 for Cloud Panel 2 since I already have one installed. Then again, enter 112,233 inches, press Tab, 112,233 inches. Now click Next again. After clicking Next, since I have it stored on the hard disk, I'm selecting Ubuntu 22. You can update it if you want. Here, I'm allocating 60 GB of disk space. Then click Next. I'm assigning one CPU core. There's no need for more. Here, I'm setting the memory to 2048 MB, so that it has roughly around 2 GB or slightly more memory. Next, I'll enter my IP address here, the subnet where my Proxmox runs, on the 10.10.50.0/24 network. I'll assign 160 here. Previously, the one I used was running on 150/24. And here, I'll set the gateway up to point 1, which is 10.10.50.1. After setting that, nothing else is needed. Just check Start after created and click Finish. After clicking Finish, the creation process will begin. It will take a little time, and I'll show you exactly how I'm doing this, okay? So, this is very easy. It can be done using just 2 command lines. Let me navigate to CP2. The console is ready now. You can also log in via PuTTY or any other method if you prefer. I'll enter root here, hit enter for root. And here, apt install. Okay, we need to go to container 2. I accidentally went to 1. From here, we'll enter root, okay? First off, log in using username root and then the password 112233. Okay, from here, what we will do, you don't need to know any complex details. For example, if you go to CloudPanel's installation guide, it shows a lengthy setup process, listing dependencies, required CPU power, RAM from 2 GB to 4 GB, 10 GB disk space, though I've allocated 60 GB, supported OS like Ubuntu 22, network ports, and so on. I won't go through all of that. I will show you the easiest method possible. Right here, you can see all the command line steps explained, but you don't need to worry about any of that. What we are going to do couldn't be simpler. It's extremely straightforward. Let me head over here and ask Gemini. I already typed it earlier, but let me show you again. Install CloudPanel. Let me close this panel and start a new chat to make it easier for you to follow. In a new chat window, simply type or paste install CloudPanel. Nothing else. Just open Ask Gemini and in default mode, write that in. As you can see, it generates the installation commands right here. I can copy this command line and paste it into our terminal. However, rather than this specific command line, I think another command line would be even better, so I'll use that instead. I believe this command line works best, so I'm entering it here. The one Gemini gave was fine too, but I prefer this one. Let me clean up the command line. A few extra characters were pasted, so I'm deleting them. I will share this exact command with you. The previous one would have worked as well, but I am using the command line I used before. Take a look here. After apt update, add cron genu pg2. After entering this command, press enter. That's all there is to it, nothing else. Now, simply wait for the process to complete. The other command would have worked as well, but this installation process will take some time, so we will just wait here for a moment. Viewers, as you can see, the execution of the first command is now complete. Now, looking right here, we can see the second command line, the recommended one. So, we will copy this command line, paste it right here, and press enter. This process will take a little time to finish. Since I am running this on a hard drive, it is taking a bit longer for me. If you are running this on an SSD, it should finish within just a few minutes. As you can see, our CloudPanel installation is now complete, and we have a confirmation message stating, "The installation of CloudPanel is complete." It displays my real IP address here, although I don't have a direct real IP on my local network end. It's showing the base real IP address. So, what we'll do now is copy this URL from here, and then we'll edit the address I had previously assigned. So, let me remove Ask Gemini from here and type in my IP address, 10.10.50.160, and hit enter. Once we hit enter, you'll see a warning saying your connection is not private. Okay, so this is the admin user creation page. On this page, I'll fill in my information, and here I'm setting up a password. Okay, and for the time zone, I'll select Asia/DACA from the list right here. Okay, then I'll check the agreement box and click Create User. The user account is now being created. It took a few seconds to create the user account. Now I'll enter my username here and then enter my password, okay? Then I'll click Login. As you can see, our CloudPanel is now running successfully. Let me switch to dark mode here as it's easier on the eyes. Now, let me head over to the dashboard. On the dashboard, you can monitor the CPU usage and resource utilization. Everything is running smoothly. If we go to the Sites tab, we currently don't have any sites created. From here, we can easily set up a site. We have options to create a WordPress site, PHP site, Node.js site, static HTML site, Python site, reverse proxy, and many other options. Now you might wonder how to map this to a custom domain. To link a domain, I'll be using Cloudflare. I already have a Cloudflare account set up. Here, you can see my published application routes. So I'm going to add a new route to these application routes. I'll name the subdomain demo, and then select my domain from the dropdown. Next, I'll choose HTTPS for the service type. As I mentioned earlier, I already have a Cloudflare tunnel connection running inside a container, which allows me to use this setup. If you want to know how to set this up, I have a dedicated video on my channel covering how to connect Cloudflare Tunnel. Watching that will help you configure this option. Now, let me copy the IP address we had earlier. Let's copy it from here. After copying, we paste the IP here with port 8443. Under the TLS settings, I'll open this section and toggle No TLS Verify to ON, OK, and then click Save. Once saved, our demo domain root is successfully created right here. Yes, demo. Now, let's click on this link to test if it opens properly. As you can see, it opens up seamlessly, and the login page is loaded. Let's log in, and it works. We can toggle dark mode off like this. You can see the hostname CP2 and the public IP address listed here, though the public IP isn't directly relevant for our setup right now. From here, you can install websites and make them live online. We'll cover more on that in an upcoming video. Until then, goodbye.